Central single release, available to radio stations around the world.
3 a.m. like clockwork, he opens his eyes. This weather-beaten drover dusts off his Levi's. Camp Oven Tucker, Damper and Billy T, an excellent horseman and tough as can be, musters the livestock 2,500 strong. The journey ahead 1,000 miles long. Adjusts his Cobra, gives a wry grin. A bushman's life is all he knows. The drover is an Australian icon, sleeping in his swag, rising at dawn, walking the mob across wide open plain, battling droughts and floods over rugged terrain. Covered in outback, red soil and dust, a drover's life, muster or bust. Sheep stringing along the Gunnedah trails, nothing to see but flat land and woolly tails. Puffs on a cigarette in thoughtful expression, joins his mates in the lean-to for a tall-tailed session. Sings to the flock to maintain a quiet hush. A sudden noise or dingo howl could start a rush. Long dry stretches for months on end, it's a hard and lonely life. The drover is an Australian icon, sleeping in his swag, rising at dawn, walking the mob across wide open plain, battling droughts and floods over rugged terrain. Covered in outback, red soil and dust, a drover's life, muster or bust. Saddled sore and weary to the bone, he thinks about his wife and children home alone. The drover is an Australian icon, sleeping in his swag, rising at dawn, walking the mob across wide open plain, battling droughts and floods over rugged terrain. Covered in outback, red soil and dust, a drover's life, muster or bust. A drover's life is a pleasure that townsfolk would never know.
The Star Central team thanks you for listening to another great artist.